He's a wide-eyed pretty boy with a penchant for hats.
His fist is magnetic. I've never seen so many bitches flock to the dance floor.
I didn't know Jeff was bald until like our 4th date.
Jeff Dunlop had life by the balls, as the bastard love child of a rock star's loins.
I had no idea that Peter Frampton was Jeff's real father. In fact, I had no idea who Peter Frampton was until I did a Google search this morning.
But after living the life of luxury for almost a decade, he had little to show for it.
It was just PCP every day. He lost everything and even tried to eat a live bear once.
Jeff hit rock bottom at the tender age of 11. There was nothing left but to begin anew.
He went from being that creepy guy that I didn't know very well to that guy with hats that I didn't know very well.
The unstoppable diva of the Maritimes. This is Jeffrey Dunlop, the story behind the hat. The story begins as most stories do, in Minneapolis. Jeff was born Jeffrey Cedric Louise Frampton at the Abbott Northwestern Hospital to a 39-year-old Peter Frampton and his mistress, Spoonie McMacken.
Ooh, baby, I love your way. Peter Frampton. I hope Jeff has more talent.
Jeff's birth was kept a secret as Peter's then-wife Barbara Gold would not have been pleased with the idea of her rock star husband having a love child on the road. Peter was in the midst of promoting his album When All the Pieces Fit when Spoonie's water broke all over the back seat of his DeLorean. As the album was not well received, Frampton had to spend a lot of time on the road doing promotion and was not fit to take care of the child.
If I could compare that album to anything based solely on listening to the previews I found on iTunes, it would be poop.
Frampton chose his two best roadies, Bill and Karen Dunlop, to take Jeff far away to the frigid land of Canada.
Everyone knew they were roadies. I'm not sure why Jeff didn't realize that he was adopted.
Bill and Karen sound like roadie names. Just saying.
Originally, Peter was to join Jeff in 1993 after his divorce was finalized, but then he got a little lazy, gave up music for a while to play more ping pong, and forgot most of his commitments. Jeff's artificial parents, Bill and Karen, had settled into teaching and had another child to maintain the facade that they loved each other.
They did what?
Jeff was left with a trust of approximately $2.4 million, to which he was able to access at any point. As a child, Jeff spent hundreds of thousands of dollars booking Barney for birthdays, Christmas, Arbor Day, and Flag Day. While potty training, Jeff demanded to sit on a toilet made of gold. Apparently, silver gave his bum rashes.
Jeff has some vaguely hilarious allergies.
This pattern of spending continued up until the age of 9, when Jeff discovered PCP.
So you'd think most people would be smart enough to avoid addictive hallucinogens, but Jeff has a bit of an addictive personality.
Jeff loved PCP like a fat kid loves cake, buying several pounds a week until intervention from Oprah at the age of 11.
It was really awful for a while. He'd get hopped up on angel dust and try to eat the local wildlife. And if you tried to stop him, he'd fart on you.
There were serious declines in populations of most of the species found in that area at that time. Do you know how much wildlife one man has to kill to decrease a population? Ridiculous amounts!
After a decade's worth of crazed spending and the public crushing of a religious figure, Jeff hit rock bottom. The Frampton Trust was left with a balance of 15 cents by the time Jeff hit high school, and he had to start living as a regular Canadian boy.
When I met Jeff, I could tell that something was different about him. In retrospect, that was probably the PCP.
He seemed like a nice enough guy in high school. To be honest, I think it was his taste in hats that really drew me in.
The rest, as they say, is history. Jeff finished high school, made some friends, played a little guitar, lost some hair, bought some hats, tried to study the history of Mexican peoples, gave up on those Mexican peoples, and is now learning how to make cute little programs on his computer. He's been through ups and downs, but a strong sense of self and a mild weakness for PCP have made Jeff Dunlop the man he is today.
He's now a great brother and uncle.
I don't mind his company.
Jeff is the sweetest man I've ever loved.
Jeff's the only man I've ever loved. I hope he dies.
In an age of uncertainty, Jeff remains timeless. We love Jeff. Hopefully, so will Peter Frampton someday.
If he is, he can go again.
No?
His fist was magnetic. Damn it, I forgot the line. Okay, his fist was magnetic. I've never seen so many bitches flock to the dance floor. Okay.
I hope he dies. Emotion.
You know how much wildlife one man has to kill to decrease a population? Ridiculous amounts.
Ducks survive.
Quack, 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 quack.
Motherfucker.
When I met Jeff, I could tell that something was different about him.
I'm sorry, you're using your rape eyes. Kelsey, if you don't mind.
Sure. Oh, you want me to do it now?
Yeah.
It's happy morning to you, Jeffrey. I hope you die. I hope you die. Potatoes and barley and fiddle-diddy.
Everyone knew they were roadies. I don't know why Jeff didn't realize they were...
You're already filming?
Yeah.
Oops.
I had no idea who Peter Frampton was. Damn it!
You rolling?
Sure.
Look at all my rings. Unnecessary.
You ready?
Yes.
If I could compare that album to any...
Okay, it's having the opposite effect of what I was
Hi, Jeff. I want to fuck this guy.
Are you filming already?
I do British and I sound Puerto Rican.
East Indian. Go. Don't think about it. I don't think you know geography or cultures.
I'm terrible at being in front of camera. I'm just like,
I hope he dies.
Can we go with the fiddle-dee-dee and barley one? I like
Fiddle-dee-dee barley. Fuck you, Jeff.